Okay, welcome back, guys. It's Brian, and since Acme is now over with, and we've slightly recovered from all the adventures that we had during that show, I do want to say a quick shout out to a couple of guys. First of all, Cliff over at GI Mechanic. He was able to hand us his card personally while we were there. This is his new updated card, so thank you very much, Cliff. We did have a lot of fun hanging out with you. And also this gentleman here, Frank from Frizzo's Model Cars. Frank, thank you again for the updated shop guard. I had a great time hanging out with you. Couple of great guys to just hang out and talk to. I know they do those hangouts weekly. I'm not usually able to pop in. I got a lot going on around the house sometimes, so yeah, it's a little difficult to pop in, but I do try to on their live streams that they like to host. I know that they go for tens of hours, so so and they do it specifically so you can pop in, say hi, hang out for a while and get on with your day and everything like that. But timing here on the western side of the country doesn't kind of mix with the timing on the eastern side of the country. You know how it goes, life and all that kind of stuff. But thank you guys for the awesome shop cards. Wanted to say thank you in a video about that. I know we had them in the background on the stash report, but we didn't get a chance to say hi to those, and to everybody else that we talked to at the Acme show. Want to say thank you for talking to us, coming up and talking to us, to me, to Mrs. BG, chatting with us, letting us know that we're doing a good job with our videos and stuff. We really appreciate that. It lets us know that we're doing a good job and that you like what we're doing. I always say this, it would be easy to list the guys that didn't go than it would be to list the guys that did go. There was just so many folks, and and just about everybody had their own channel, of course. And I'm like, man, I just blown away, because we got to talk to a few guys that we haven't met in person yet. Got to talk to a lot of folks we met last year. We were sad to have missed out on a few guys who couldn't make it this year. But there's always hope for the future. So it is what it is. Now, getting on to the to the granola of the yogurt for this video, we're going to be talking about the 1940 Ford Coupe by AMT, also Ertl, and we're doing this one as kind of like a content creators challenge build. And we did an entry video a little while back, and then we had deadline to do, and group builds and buddy builds and stuff like that. So now that we're all pretty much caught up with that stuff, we're looking at this guy now. So we're going to go ahead and pop the box lid off. Now, we picked this up at Andy's Hobby Headquarters. It is a second-hand kit. This was one of the ones that was in that stash that Andy had procured. And everything was bagged, but I did pull stuff out just to take a look at it and see how things are going. And we're going to cut to a little clip here, a photo of the vehicle that we're aiming to build. That doesn't work on my camera. So yeah, she's a little bit plain Jane compared to what some of the other guys are doing, but I love that color combination with that tealish blue with the red wheels and the white walls and the rims. Oh man, it's just the beauty rings. It's just going to be awesome. So let's take a look here. This guy. That's a little flashy, but I mean, that's no big deal at all, especially for the vintageness of this kit. And let's just rotate down here a little bit so we can take a peek. That is sitting nice and flat right through here. That's awesome. How's that looking there? That's got a little bit of a tip to it, but that might be because of this nubbin right here. That's looking all right. A little bit of cleanup, a little bit of sanding. That's cool. I mean, no big deal. That helps us invest in the kit, right? Oh yeah, you know what? That's just going to be perfect. That line looks symmetrical from front to back. Maybe a little bit high at the rear. And a little hard to see on this side. Yeah, a little high in the rear, but I think that's going to be okay. So cool. What else we got here? We got the frame. Molded in exhaust. Meh, it happens. It happens. I should get a shirt that says molded in exhaust happens. Half of an inch block. I'm not sure which end block this one is. That might be one of the flat. Yeah, I think that's the flathead. But yeah, steering column with the 3 on the tree, perhaps. Now it's in camera. Oh, look at that! Yep, it's got that that tube style differential drive shaft. Me no speak good no more. Here's our flathead with our water pipes. In a daisy. It comes with a flower. How about that? I like that steering wheel. That's nice. That's a nice, honest looking steering wheel. It's even got the little V8 logo in the center of that. I believe if I turn it right side up, yeah, it's got that tomato juice logo in the center there. Interior tub. Now, so I to quote Wile E. Coyote, super genius. I have a cool idea. I want to slice off the door cards, the sides of the tubs, probably right about there, right about here, and then on the back side, and then just draw a line along the bottom there. I want to slice these off so that they can lay flatter, and I can detail them better, and then glue them back in place. I think that might be a fun way. I say fun. Might be an interesting way to attack doing these types of interior tubs. Now it could be interesting because this has like a very narrow footwell on this one here, so it could be a little interesting trying to do that, but we'll see how it goes. So, you know, that's the whole point of this build, is to just kind of push your boundaries. So our instrument cluster on our dash, that seems like it's molded pretty well. I don't think I have the right lighting on here. There we go. I'm using Mad Genius's lighting, I guess. It sort of shows a gauge cluster in there. It's very softly detailed. You can barely get it. And check out this 1980s, early 1990s billet style steering wheel, huh? That is sweet. And it's got the really cool looking seats to go with that more modern dash. I think that even has, is that a digital dash that's in there? I don't know. I have to, yeah, that's a digital dash in there, I think. Yeah, that's a digital dash. Oh, that's crazy. All right, I'm going to set that aside. That is fun. So it's got a couple different front axles. This one, I think, is the stock one. And here are our steel wheels. And this is supposed to be a nice little scoop. And license plate cards, I believe. Little flashy, but we'll get at it. Now, I think it's awesome that this actually does have a roll bar in it. I think that's pretty cool for the drag strip version, I believe. Oh, look, an engine stand. Oh, sweet. Okay, that's kind of cool. I like that. Basic looking fan belt and such. And then some front track bar stuff. And half a battery. It's half a 6 volt battery. So it's a 3-volt battery right there. And the hood, we need to pop the hood off of here and check its fit on the body. But this Liberty Bell in here, that is very deeply molded. I'm thinking about filling that in with some concrete and porcelain or something. And then we got some wheel backs. The other half of the flathead engine block. What else we got? We got the bench seat for the interior, the original bench seat. Some instrucciones. Oh, and a chrome tree. Here's the original dash. Original dash. There we go. Yeah, so you can see there's a huge difference between the modern version and the original version. So, which one should I use? I don't know. Very interesting. I think that's why Luca likes this kit so much, is that it has lots of optional extras. Lots of ways you can use. Hey, this radiator is really slick. Look at this. Yeah, that's cool. All right. And then this kit has 2 different sets of wheels. And so we got the narrow original ones, and we got the little fat boys right here. And are they the same diameter wise? No, the wides are a little bit shorter. That's kind of cool. But I believe on the chrome tree, there is a drop axle for the front, and that is this guy. So we'll probably strip the chrome off of all that. We're not going to use the salad shooter wheels there. We will use these beauty rings and the center caps. And then, yeah, we're not going to use the supercharger stuff. Well, that's going to go parts box. Or maybe, since it has 2 different engine blocks, apparently. Maybe we can do a build-up of a race engine to have in the background and then have the stock engine in the car. Ooh, that would be fun, right? So yeah, I think my lens is a little dirty. Getting kind of a glare off everything. But yeah, so I kind of like this double bar. The double bar bumpers compared to the single bar bumpers. That's kind of interesting. And let's turn this around the other way here. There we go. Is that valve cover? Those are valve covers, probably for the nail head that this is supposed to have, if I remember correctly. And got a blower belt cover, I should say. Let's see, how do those headlight buckets look pretty good. Those might be okay to leave as they are. It's got some stuff missing here. Once again, it was a second-hand kit, so I'm not sure what we're missing right there. And then some cool looking exhaust headers and pipes. So cool. So there we go. So that's going to be the plan for us. We're going to go ahead and start clipping parts and sanding things and fitting and all that kind of jazz and get on with our build. Thanks for tuning in again, guys. We'll talk to you a little bit later on. Bye now.